And developing now, as President Trump signs off on tougher immigration policies, there are concerns among immigrant communities about the future, including here in Columbus, where a protest drew dozens of people tonight. NBC4's Samantha Bender covered today's protest, which comes amid a series of ICE arrests throughout the country. And she was there live earlier this evening and saw this as the crowd continued to grow. Samantha is here with us in the studio tonight to talk about this. And Samantha, I understand you were speaking with some of the people who were out there earlier this evening. What did they tell you?
Gary, as President Trump's immigration crackdown spread to more cities and towns around the country, immigration advocates here in Central Ohio say they're using their voices for those who can't.
We must speak up on what's going on.
What started as a few local students coming together on social media quickly turned into a group of close to 100 protesters tonight in North Columbus. Passing cars honked as they held up signs reading, "Immigrants make America great and stop dividing families."
We pay taxes, we build your houses, we cut your grass, we clean your houses. We are a big part to America. We are not criminals.
Even us as U.S. citizens, we're scared to be just profiled on the street, get stopped by ICE agents.
Many of the protesters are first-generation Americans who say they're scared for their undocumented family members. Since President Trump took office for his second term, ICE has stepped up arrests and deportations across the country. Trump administration officials say they're simply carrying out the law.
Listen, the law applies to everybody. It applies to American citizens. It applies to people who come into this country illegally. You will be held accountable for breaking our law.
And today, President Trump signed the Laken Riley Act, named after a nursing student who was killed by an undocumented immigrant. He said his administration is targeting undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes.
Under the Trump administration, we're moving with urgency and speed to get these vicious and violent criminals the hell out of our country and to restore law and order to our suburbs, our cities, and our towns.
Even just being here is it's a crime, they said, and that's not true. They're here just like the rest of us, pay taxes, they work, they just help the economy as well. I mean, yes, there are some bad apples in that bunch, but most of them are good people.
Central Ohio protesters say undocumented immigrants have the same goals as everyone else.
Is it illegal to come here and want an education for your family, a future for your family? We come from a lot of political instability in our own countries. We come from a lot of corruption in our own countries, a lot of persecution in our countries, a lot of war in our countries.
The United States has such a long history of racism and prejudice towards Latinos, and we're just here to stand up for ourselves, for what we can do, to stand up for those who can't do anything.
Columbus police tell us they have not been made aware of any ICE arrests happening in the city, and they have not been called on to assist at this time. Meantime, Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther says they take the safety of their residents very seriously. The mayor's office says it continues to uphold Ginther's executive order that they will not use city resources to arrest anyone living in Columbus solely based on immigration status.